Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. So on today's episode, we're going to be kicking it off with this woman right here, who is a single mother, and she has started to realize that life without a man is quite difficult. Now, before we get into the main part of today's episode, guys, we're going to be playing this clip first, just to kind of give you some context as to her dating life and attitudes. So without further ado, guys, let's just jump right into the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Tell me why, okay? Tell me why. I very reluctantly get onto dating apps here and there, knowing damn well I'm not dating right now. It's one of my toxic traits. I don't want to fucking talk about it, okay? But
yeah, let's just gloss over that part where you waste a lot of men's time for validation and attention on social media. Let's just totally gloss over the part where she's being an a-hole, guys, and let's go talk about something else. Yeah.
what I do want to talk about is how I felt like there were so many old men. I'm like, why are there so many old men on here liking me? Why? What is happening? What's happening here? Then I realized these men are my age. These men are my age.
Can you guys imagine for a moment if a dude made a video like this, right? And he started it off by saying like, oh, all these girls who are matching with me, they're my age. And then you go on to make like that vomiting sound, okay? All the girls in the comments would call you all sorts of wild names because you prefer younger girls, right? But notice how it's perfectly okay when it's a video like this and nobody will bat an eye, guys. You know what I mean? Nobody will bat an eye when a dude is talking about a woman is talking about dudes who are her own age, who she's classifying as old, by the way. But you know, it's perfectly okay for her to make that noise. But if a dude made it, oh hell no.
I'm old. When am I going? What's not clicking, Rachel? What is wrong with me? I'm fucking over it. I'm calling the cops. I'm disgusted. I'm done.
I'm disgusted, she says. Right, this is an individual, guys, who, you know, is an adult woman who gets on TikTok complaining about the fact that older men, which, by the way, in her own words, her own age, are matching with her. Okay, guys, and I started off this video. We're going to continue to the next clip in a moment, okay? But I wanted to show you this because she can still, in her own words, she can still go out there. She can still get matches from men, but she finds it disgusting because they're, you know, her own age, okay? Right? So let's just, you know, with that context in mind, guys, let's continue to the next video of her kind of talking a little bit more about her life. And this is the one that I wanted to show you guys because this is where she really tries for the sympathy points.
This is for all my fellow mamas that are going through it right now.
Yeah, what up?
I feel like as mothers, we're kind of expected to kind of like suck it up and not really talk about how heavy being a mom can be and how tough it is. But
yeah, it's almost like it's something that shouldn't be done alone, right? It's almost like parenting is a two-person job, okay? It's almost like you are supposed to have the biological father in the picture for the child, okay? A lot of these girls, guys, yeah, like the thing is, they do have it difficult because they're supposed to discipline the child as well as be, you know, they're trying to play two roles without the dad being there. Right, but nobody wants to say this anymore. There's a role for the father, there's a role for the mother. So yeah, no crap, it's difficult for you because it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to have the man in the picture, right?
It is, and your feelings are valid around how shitty it can be sometimes. You know, I'm a solo parent. I have not been getting sleep. My house is a mess. My kids are just being assholes lately. It just feels like everything is crazy. And it's not going to last like this. It's going to get better. I know that. But right now, I quite literally feel like I'm drowning.
Yeah, right. Everything is crazy. I feel like I'm drowning. It's almost like there is no structure in the household. Crazy how that works, right? Where when you remove the man from the household, you have no structure. And guys, like I have, you know, I don't not believe her, okay? I believe that things are difficult for her. And that's the thing. That's what happens when you don't have a man in your life and you're doing what is essentially a two-person job. You are trying to raise a child alone. Now, guys, I have no sympathy for this woman right here, but I tell you what, I do have sympathy for the child. Okay, you guys already know I don't like it when children are put through this situation because, let's be honest, the situation for the child is completely involuntary. Okay, if the child had a choice, I'm sure, you know, when that child is like 30 years old, they probably would have looked back on it and gone, yeah, I wish I had my dad in my life, right? Because guys, like these kids, they have a rougher life as a result of the man not being in the picture, right? So I have no sympathy for her life being more difficult. Again, this is something that's completely self-inflicted.
And I just wanted to get on here and like just say that you're not alone if you're feeling that way. You are not alone. Motherhood is very much glamorized on here, and it's not always sunshine and fucking rainbows.
No, it's in fact single motherhood as a whole is not sunshine and rainbows. The fact that it's glamorized at all is disgusting. Guys, you will see it glamorized everywhere. She's actually right here, okay? You will see single motherhood in particular is what I'm referring to as being glamorized absolutely everywhere. Like, oh, you don't need no man. You can do it all by yourself, queen. Nothing's going to be an issue. And then, tell me why, guys, we end up with situations like this, if I can hit the right damn button, okay, where you get all these girls in the comments, man, saying, oh, it's so difficult for me as well. Look at this, okay? Preach, queen, preach, with 3 consecutive crown emojis. I so relate to this. 100, 100, 100. You're with you are not alone either. 2 exclamation marks. TY, the digit 4, sharing this pretty mama, she says. And then this woman says, we're in this together, babe. Just me tearing up while drinking my coffee. I really needed this reminder this morning. You are amazing. You are. We're going to get through this. I'm here for support. I don't know what this acronym means. I mean, stay-at-home mother. I'm assuming stay-at-home mother. Yeah. And it's rough. I needed this AM. Thank you for this, mama. Same, sis. Same. And you guys get the idea, right? I'm just going through these. Amen, sister. Crown emoji. Good Lord, man. Good Lord. Right. And see, this is a situation right now where she is not alone, guys. Like, I have no difficulty believing her when she says that I'm not alone, because this is a situation that a lot of girls, they go into thinking I don't need no man, and then things turn out not the way they expected. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's show, guys, we're going to be going through some TikToks from this woman as well as some others from some other modern women, guys, just talking about the degeneracy of today's society. But guys, before we continue with today's episode, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals, okay? If you guys watch, any other content creators in the space, you guys already know that YouTube is quite heavy-handed on this sort of stuff. This channel in particular has received multiple warnings, which, by the way, I don't know what for. They don't really tell us. So guys, in case this channel gets absolutely yeeted by Susan, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals, guys. The link is in the description, and this is going to be our place in case things happen, gentlemen. So make sure you create a free account, come and join us over there, and let's just continue with today's video. If once again I can find the right location, let's continue.
We're gonna be okay. I love you, and you're not going through this alone. So
you're gonna be okay. The grass is always, it's gonna get nicer. It's gonna get better. Okay. It's interesting to me how people won't change their habits, they won't change their life direction, and then they somehow think, like girls like this will somehow think that things are going to get better. And hey, maybe she's right. Maybe she can go along and sucker in a man who's going to pay for her bills and give some structure to the house or something like that, guys. But it amazes me how individuals refuse to change their routine, their habits, or anything about their lives, and then they'll say things are going to get better. I have a difficult time believing that. But guys, if you thought we were done there, we absolutely are not. So let's continue with this next clip from the exact same woman, mind you, and I'm going to pull it down so you can see a little bit better.
you would think with all my millennial navigational skills, I would have no problem navigating my own life, right? But wrong. Wrong. I am metaphorically out here with blurry handwritten MapQuest directions, and all of a sudden there's road work. All of a sudden there's a detour. You know what I mean? No return directions. Reading Rainbow did not set me up for this. Mr. Rogers, you failed. Because
you gotta love how they always view anything like that's in their life as something that's totally unexpected. Right? Guys, if you are a single mother, right? If these girls are out here being a single mother, your life path is pretty damn well predictable. It really is. It's the same thing as these people who go out here, right? And they say, oh, I can't find a job after they've been at university for 20 years and they work in like the social sciences or they got a gender studies degree. Which, by the way, guys, like, useless degrees are not just gender studies degrees. I would, like, enlarge that to a whole lot of the university courses that are on offer. Guys, you've got to understand that universities are a business, okay? But before I get sidetracked on that, okay, you know, people want to act like, oh, this is so unexpected, or wait, you're telling me that I can't find a job with my useless degree, or you're telling me that life is difficult as a single mother and I don't have a man in the house? Yeah. I mean, you can literally just Google this crap. You can go to university and you can Google the expected salaries and the expected jobs and whatever for that. And you can know ahead of time just how crappy your life is going to be. Yet you get all these single mothers, guys, out here, all these modern ladies who are going out here getting, social worker degrees and crap like that, all the while being completely brainwashed, mind you, because those are indoctrination camps. And then they wind up here, they're alone, they're single mothers, and then they're like, oh, my life really got thrown for a spin, or every week is something that's new and wild and wacky. It's like, yeah, you have no discipline in your life. What do you expect, you know?
Because what the fuck is happening? Is anyone not lost? Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
There are plenty of people who are not lost, right? Men in particular, right? There are lots of dudes out here in particular who, you know, their life, their days are structured. I know this might sound crazy to girls like this, right? But there are individuals out there who actually structure their day. Like, they know what they're doing tomorrow, the day after that, and they know exactly, you know, what their body is going to look like in 6 months. They know exactly what their wallet is going to look like in 6 months. They've got their crap together, okay? But this is what happens when you become a single mother and you buy into that I don't need no man crap, right? Is your life just disintegrates into something where, you know, you're struggling to pull together the pieces. And guys, I still have no sympathy, because even at this point, she could still secure a man, right? If you notice at the beginning clip that I showed, this one, right? She talked in this clip about the fact that she goes on dating apps. She still gets matches, guys. It's just her standards that are keeping her single, right? Like, it's literally just her standards.
Let me know, because what in the actual fuck? You would think with all my millennial navigational skills, I would have no problem navigating my own life, right? But wrong. Wrong. I am metaphorically out here with blurry handwritten MapQuest directions, and all of a sudden there's road work.
Yeah, and guys, it's not all of a sudden, okay? Guys, if you're someone, right, and you're going out there, you're trying to make decisions in your life, just make the decisions, right? And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people will sit in this crap where they're just permanently confused. They have no idea what's going on in their life, okay? Guys, make the decisions rather than be someone who's, you know, just going through life and you have no idea what's going on. Even if the decision is wrong, guys, just learn from the decision. As long as you learn from the decision, you know, you're going to be better off. But you get these individuals, guys, who they bring no structure to their life. They don't decide anything. You know, deciding where to eat at night is a huge problem for them. And then they wonder why their life isn't together. You know, life is a lot easier for people who make decisions, even bad ones, and then they just learn from it and they continue forward. But these girls, man, again, going back to this video, you think this woman learns from her mistakes, right? Girls who are 20 plus and still single, guys, I don't know. I really don't know, because you could still have a man, you could have a relationship, but yet you find yourself in this situation. Let's continue on to the next video, and I don't actually remember what this one is, so this will be interesting.
Hi babies, it's your girl, reporting live from Sad Girl City. I've been a little depressy, if you will, the past few days. Silas has not been sleeping. I am very sleep deprived. I have not been taking care of myself. I've been in this shirt for at least 2 days. I haven't brushed my hair, haven't brushed my teeth, none of it. But today we're gonna fix that. So first step, shower and brush your teeth, because you won't be feeling welly if you're smelly. Then makeup and eyebrows, because it's something about a bitch with eyebrows that makes you feel like you have your shit together. Fun fact, bad bitches use dry shampoo. The hair is giving flat and lifeless, but that's okay, because honestly, big fucking mood. Some earrings and a sweater, and I'm already feeling better. Follow me for more sad girl hacks.
Did she just call that side girl hacks, by the way? You know, I don't doubt that. If that's what she says, I really don't doubt that right there, okay? But, you know, guys, like, say what you will about the woman, whether you find her attractive or whether you don't, okay? It's not as if she can't jump on a dating app. Hell, she could literally just go to the grocery store and dudes are going to talk to her. You know, guys, I was in a hardware store the other day, right? And there was this girl walking with her child, okay? And she seemed to be quite attractive. And literally, I was picking up some piping, right? And I saw, like, I swear to you, man, because there were like huge big aisles, you know, it was in a warehouse, right? There were huge big aisles, and this woman was like down, you know, halfway down the other end kind of thing. I swear to you, because I had to walk from one end to the other, okay? And as I saw this girl walking in front of me, I swear to you, man, like 2 to 3 dudes individually came up and tried to hit on her, knowing that she had a kid there, right? Like single mothers, despite the fact that they have a child, guys, there are still going to be men who want to date them and who want to take them seriously. That's the thing about these videos, guys, is they could have a man in their life, and they could have some structure, they could have somebody there, and they cry about having no man. But the trick of it is, guys, is they're just upset because they can't lock down Chad. They can't lock down that guy that they're actually attracted to, you know, the guy who's like 6 foot, 6 figures. You guys already all know this, okay? That's where they start to have the problem, right? The standards are the issue. It's not the men who are the problem, and the men. Oh yeah, get this right. Men age too, right? It's not the men who are the problem. Okay. The fact of the matter is that you screwed your life up, and then you want to turn around and you want to blame it on men. Guys, we're momentarily going to be continuing with some more videos. I just have to pull up the right damn tab, and here we're going to be transitioning into the second part of today's episode, where we're going to be looking at some of these women who, you know, just have absolutely no idea. As I clicked the wrong button once again.
If a guy left you unread, please recognize he doesn't think you're worthy of an answer. Yes, he did see the message. Instead of calling all of your friends and complaining about him, why don't you check in with your mom or somebody who actually cares about you, because this guy clearly does not.
Yeah, and you never will, right? You never will. The funny thing about hearing dating advice from these girls, gentlemen, and I've seen a lot of you guys talk about this in the comments as well, is like the advice doesn't even work for other women, you know? And hell, on the off chance, right? I always find that like getting dating advice from women is kind of just like flipping a coin or rolling a dice and then hoping that it doesn't land on the bad number or on tails or whatever, okay? Because even if they give correct advice, like, oh, if a guy ghosts you, you shouldn't talk to him anymore, you shouldn't chase him, that's some correct advice. But do you think the girls are going to listen to it? Right? No. They're still going to go out and they're going to chase the dudes who have no interest in them. Right? Even though the advice is solid, guys, don't talk to people or associate yourself with people who don't want you. Fundamentally, I think that's good advice. But will the girls listen? Oh, hell no, man. Hell no.
Yes, he did see the message. Instead of calling all of your friends and complaining about him, why don't you check in with your mom or somebody who actually cares about you, because this guy clearly does not.
Let's cut ties with the person that keeps hurting you. First, you're going to need a candle, a random object of your choice, and a piece of string. Tie the objects together, declaring the candle you and the object them. Speak out loud that you want to sever all emotional and spiritual connections with this person. Then you can either directly cut the string, I prefer to burn it. Then take the object you've declared as them, throw it away, and good riddance.
What the hell did I just witness, man? What on earth was that?
Somebody come on my page talking about grow up or you're too old for this, bitch. I'll never be too old to be petty. You out of your mind. And she was like, this is why you're single. Bitch, I know you are not talking to me.
No, they were talking to you. They absolutely were. And once again, guys, these nails are insane. Right, I asked about these nails the other day, guys. Like, there's not a lot of girls around where I'm from who have these nails. I think it's more of like an American girl thing where the nails are that long, right? But like, when you get those, you can't do anything, right? Like, you're essentially just signaling to the world that you're useless, right? Because you can't even do anything if you have those on.
How can to me?
You know, usually I would never go on rants on TikTok, but I had a drink and I'm feeling feisty. So raise your hand if you're tired of dating. I'm not joking. Okay? Because you know what? I'm getting real sick and tired of this shit. Okay? Dating apps, a joke. Going on a date, a joke.
What brings a smile to my face more than anything, man, is I see more and more women, hell, even just in day-to-day life, right? And, you know, they complain about dating because, like, no dudes want to take them out on dates anymore. Right? Dates are a thing of the past, man. Like, this generation coming up, if you get a date as a woman, that's like, man, that's like years and years ago getting married, right? You're lucky if you get that. So you can get that out of simps, right? You can get that out of dudes who don't have self-respect, okay? But men who have self-respect, they have no reason to take you out on a date. They really don't. right? Because what is the previous 50 guys, what have they had to do in order to have bedroom fun with you or have a relationship with you, right? And if the answer is they just took you to McDonald's and you guys got a soft serve ice cream, okay, you really think that men are going to go out here and pay full price for you, right? And they're starting to realize this as well, the girls, so they actually start to lie about this, but there are plenty of signs, right? They always lie now about, their count and all that kind of crap, and they lie about, the qualities of their ex-partner, by the way, which I think is going to be on an upcoming episode. But the funny part about it is, guys, is like a lot of men are withdrawing dates. So girls are now having to start to lie in order to make it look like they got treated well in previous relationships. So it looks like they don't have a bad track record.
Nowadays, God forbid, you tell a man, hey, I don't sleep with men right away. I want to wait. God forbid you say that. They look at you like you're a f***ing alien.
Yeah, they look at you like that because you're lying. Right? They're not looking at you like that because they think you're weird. They look at you like that because they think that you're lying, right? And hell, you might be one of the girls who, maybe it's your first time going out on a date. Okay, maybe you're a younger lady, right? And you really don't know this. The problem is that even if there's a girl out there who says this and actually means it, even if there's one out there who says it and means it, the rest of the girls have ruined it for that one girl. You see what I'm saying? Right? Because all the rest of the girls out here are just, they're jumping on Tinder, they're going out there, they're having fun. Even if they're not on Tinder, they're going to parties, clubs, whatever. You kind of ruin it for the rest of girls. Like, that's the thing. Because now men are going to look at you, as this woman right here says, men are going to look at you as though you're an alien. Right? And they're not looking at you because they're confused by you or because they think you're an alien. They look at you going like, wow, this girl just really lied to me straight to my face, man. And from that point onwards, if that's like your first interaction and the girl lies like that, like, it's just, the dude will not take you seriously. He'll just be like, oh, so right, it's taken her 20 seconds, right? And we've already started seeing the lies. So yeah, this is going to be a side girl. I'm not going to take her seriously.
It's 2022. Things aren't getting any better. My son's 12. I'm over here just
Okay, so it sounds like she's a single mother. My bad. Yeah, she has a son. Figures.
like, can they give me advice? My phone is so dry. And I'm not gonna lie, things are getting dry down there as well. You know, I don't like to put this shit out on TikTok, but babe, my time's running out. I'm 33.
I don't like to put this crap out on TikTok, she says. Right? I don't like to put this out on TikTok. That's not the purpose. Really, guys, I don't have this woman's Instagram handle on hand. I think it's in a little spreadsheet that we have drawn up for videos. But, you know, if I went to her TikTok page and I had a look through them, do you think that we'd find what she said right there is consistent with what she's doing? I would wager definitely not.
I always dreamed about a cute little wedding. By the time I get married, I'll probably be like 900 pounds and wrinkles everywhere at this point. Sad. It's real sad. You know, I think I've got a lot going for me.
We got the forearm tattoo right here. Okay.
Got a lot going for me. You know, I'm not saying, oh, I'm a perfect woman, but shit. You know, I have a good job. I have morals. You know, shit, I respect myself. Apparently, that's like frowned upon nowadays. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because when you say respect yourself, what you really mean is entitled. Okay, because again, you could go out there and you could find a man. But guys, I'm gonna talk about something here for a second, just before we continue on, because this is something that gets a lot of dudes, right? If you're new to this side of the internet, or maybe you know you don't really understand this kind of stuff, you're like new here, right? Morals have very, very little to do with dating. Okay, and I sincerely mean that, guys. Women do not care about your morals for the purposes of dating. If anything, and guys, like I'm saying this not so that you go out there and you be an a-hole, you be someone without morals. I think that morals are a fantastic thing. Okay, women do not give a crap about your morals. In fact, a lot of the time, if you have good morals, you will be used for them. And I wish I didn't have to say that, guys. Like, I really wish I could say, you know what, let's just all go out there, we hold hands, we treat everyone with, you know, just kindness right off the bat. But a lot of these women, if you just treat them with kindness right off the bat, it's literally like a foreign concept to them, right? There's no like gratitude or anything like that, guys. It's really like morals don't. You could go out there and you could help a girl with this, that. It really doesn't help you in any dating standard at all, guys. You see, they only say that so that they get free crap.
Should I respect myself? Apparently, that's like frowned upon nowadays. Jesus Christ.
And also, men don't care about your career, how much money you earn, and crap like that as well.
Yeah, nowadays a date is like, oh, you want to go to the bar? You want to meet up with some friends and go to the bar and get drunk? That's a date nowadays. And I'm not settling for that shit anymore. And neither should you queens and kings.
Anymore. She says anymore. So her previous dates, her previous, hookups and all that have all consisted of that. But now she's not settling for that anymore because, she has her son in the picture, it seems, and whatever else, right?
Don't settle for that shit. Make him take your Sizzler.
Yeah, Sizzler is real nice. I like Sizzler. I remember going there as a kid. I haven't been in a long time. Long time. I went to Sizzler when I was a kid. That was like my favorite place, man. But, I'm surprised that dudes even ask her out to go like drinks and hang out with friends. Like, I would assume that she would get asked out to have drinks like solo, no friends, and then the dude would just try and have fun with her, and that would be that, right? Like in my mind, guys, like whenever I see dudes who say, oh, I took her out on a dinner date for the first date and stuff like that, I'm like, really? This is still happening? Like, it genuinely surprises me, guys. I'm like, really? We're still doing this? We're still trying the romance crap, despite how many times these women, literally, right? They'll say that... It's interesting, right? They'll say that they want one thing, and then if you give it to them, they have issues with it because they haven't earned it a lot of the times, right? They really haven't. We got dudes out here taking these girls out on $200 dinner dates, all right? And what the hell have they earned? They've earned absolutely nothing.
That's the least they could do. Sizzler. Red Lobster. I have no problem with that. Just don't be fucking paid.
Did she just say as long as you pay? Hang on. Wait.
I have no problem with that. Just don't be fucking paid.
I don't know what she said.
I have a lot more to say. I just feel like I can't think of it right now. The blow up doll in my fucking closet. Thing's getting worn out. It's getting worn the fuck out. John can only last so many rounds. I'm going to bed with a pillow every night, and there's bitches out there getting honey fucking toes. What am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong? And gentlemen, this is pretty much the eternal plea of a lot of these modern women, okay, where they consistently ask the question, what am I doing wrong? Guys, really a lot of it does come down to just standards, right? They expect that dude who's just going to be absolutely otherworldly to come along and to save them, okay? People aren't perfect, guys. You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be a guy who's going to give you butterflies of every second of every day. There's not going to be a guy who you're going to look at and you're going to think, oh yes, he's just what I want the entire thing all the time. No, people aren't perfect, all right? You know what? And guys know this fundamentally, right? That's the funny thing is guys learn this very quickly. Guys will get screwed over, treated like crap all throughout their life. If you're a man, right, it basically goes like this, okay? There's like kind of a line between where you're 18 and 90 or 18 and 80 or wherever you want to draw the line, okay? But throughout a man's life, guys, more and more things are just expected to you by default, okay? So for example, you're 18, you're expected to have a job and maybe a car and crap like that. And then if you're like 60, you got to have your 5 properties in order. Right? It's like a line of things that are expected from you as a man, and it continues to go up and up throughout your life. These girls, nothing is ever expected of them, man. Nothing is ever expected of them. They could have a relationship by default, and yet they're the ones who have the most difficulty. Wild how that works, right?
Okay, sorry. That was a lot. And I'm done. I've humiliated myself enough at this point, so.
A little reminder, do not lower your standards. What you're looking for exists. You just have to be patient.
Okay, babe, I have to show you this filter, okay?
Who is that?
Wait, give me my phone back.
Hey, bro, get the out my car. Get the out my car. Get out my car.
If a guy left.
And that's the end of the video clip right there. Guys, we're momentarily going to be jumping into today's Reddit stories, but salute to that man who just kicks her right out of the car, man. Right, so this is the message that comes up on her phone, which says, "Are we still seeing each other before work tonight?" And he just instantly kicks the woman out of his car. Guys, that's what you should do. I see a lot of dudes who get cheated on, right? Their relationships go sideways and they just sit on them rather than call the girl out and just kick the girl out of their house. Guys, just kick the women out of the house, okay? But gentlemen, on today's show at the end, we are going to be looking at what are we looking at? We're looking at a dating profile and a Reddit story. So let's carry on into the dating profile as we wrap up today's episode. So let's take a look at this one right here. And guys, I've been posting some of these to the YouTube community tab just because I think they're really funny. But let's take a look at this first one right here. So you guys can't see, but hang on, maybe you can. She is a 25-year-old woman, okay? And her interests are food, travel, and Instagram, movies, and tattoos. Interesting. So let's read what she has to say about herself. Oh yeah, and she's an entrepreneur, by the way. So I'd be interested to see what her definition of entrepreneur is, but, if it's an eyelash business or OF, well, that's a strike, ain't it? Let's have a look. She says, "I am a mother first, but she's a mother, but if you have a child, you have to swipe left. Just because I have a child does not mean that I have to accept yours. Born in Alaska, raised in Japan, live in," and we've censored that. "I'm a woman who knows what she wants. If you're not that, then I am quick to leave. Don't get your heart broken. Why is everybody so skinny? I am a business owner. Instagram. I also have a podcast." Man, imagine if dudes wrote like this. I swear, guys, we should start going out here, man, and just join dating apps just for the purpose of writing garbage like this, right? Set up a profile, guys, with just like very attractive man or whatever, or hell, just find some random stock photos on the internet, guys, and write crap like this for the bio, right? Like just the outlandishness of this, okay? I'm a business owner. Here's my Instagram. I also have a podcast, but also I don't like skinny dudes. You can't have any kids. I'm going to treat you like trash. I know what I want. You know what I mean? It's like, and these girls are out here wondering why the hell that they're single. It's really ridiculous, gentlemen. But let's continue into today's Reddit story as we wrap up today's episode. So this one is titled, "Found out my girlfriend who is 26 years of age and I am 24. He's 26, the girlfriend is 24. Of 5 years, just had bedroom fun with somebody else. We own a house together and I am lost." So this person goes on to say, "Using an old account since they know my normal Reddit, but as the title kind of says it all, sorry in advance if something doesn't make sense. I am still pretty shook up. A little backstory, she got hit up by an old high school friend earlier this week, and immediately I had a feeling something was off." Yeah, when girls say old high school friend, by the way, when they say like old friend, it's funny, right? When women say friend, that friend is typically, had relations with her, okay? Guys, I kid you not, I'm just thinking, the reason why I'm stuttering so much here is I'm thinking back to a situation where I remember seeing this happen real time, where women would straight up lie to their boyfriends, and I'm watching it, like I'm standing right there, man. Everyone's having a conversation. I'm standing right there, and the girl just lies straight to her boyfriend, just going like, "Oh yeah, this guy's a friend," right? And you know full well that the dude is way more than a friend. Okay, funny stuff how that works. And immediately I had a feeling something was off. They ended up hanging out 2 times this week, and although I knew something was off, I wasn't going to be controlling and say no, but I did voice my concerns. But anyway, I felt something was really off over everything, and I made the mistake of checking her messages, but it's all there. Them talking about how nice it was and their plan to continue. Needless to say, I am lost. She suffers from the D word and has had multiple times where she has tried to push me away by saying things like she thinks I would be happier with someone else, or that she is just bringing me down. Oftentimes people say these things, by the way, because they are seeing someone else, right? I took it as her just going through things, but she had another major meltdown a few months ago and hasn't really been the same since. It's hard to explain, but I'm seeing now maybe she has finally written me off in her mind. We have been together for 5 years and bought a house together, 2 years ago. I owned 70% of the title because I was making more at the time and paid a majority of bills and the down payment. Wow, look at that, guys. Right, the dude who's paying all the bills, who's having a long-term relationship with her, right? Notice how this dude's doing everything, right? At least in a financial sense, or 70% of it, he says. I think a lot of times when dudes say these statistics, I think that dudes are being modest a lot of the time, and when you actually question them and you ask them, turns out that they're actually paying a lot more than they say that they're paying, right? Because they want to be like that guy who's like, oh, you know, well, she pays her fair share too, but not really, right? So if you do a little bit of digging, you find out very quick that usually it's the dude who's putting down all the money. But yeah, he's the one that gets cheated on. Interesting how that works. I don't have money to buy her out as comfortably as I've been paying all the bills for a year since she opened a business. But if I sell the house, I might not even break even with commission and all the other costs. I can move back in with my mother without too much issue, but I think that this is my last resort since I don't want to be stuck in her house. We have different views on a bunch of things, so it just gets annoying hearing her takes. I think I am at a loss on what to do and don't have anyone I can really reach out to besides strangers on the internet, but any advice is helpful. Too long didn't read. My girlfriend slept with someone else and I'm hurt, lost, and didn't know what to do with myself or our house. And guys, this is precisely why you don't intertwine your finances with a girl. And this is precisely why a lot of individuals such as myself and others on this side of the internet will say no cohabitation and no marriage, guys, because you're up to lose the house even if you put 100% of the money down. Guys, we're going to be calling today's episode there. As always, make sure you leave your thoughts and your comments on the way out, guys. And don't forget to come and join us over on Locals in case Susan decides to yeet us from the platform. But gentlemen, we're going to be leaving it there. So as always, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll be seeing you boys on the next episode. Peace. Yo, what is going on, guys? Past Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's video. With that being said, make sure you go and show some love to the editor of today's video, guys. You can find free Apple Watch wallpapers over on his website, www.applewatchfaces.io. Make sure you head over there, guys, and bookmark the tab to show some support for your boy. He's gone through the blood, sweat, and tears of putting together today's video, guys, so make sure to go and show him some support for what he has endured today. Take it easy, guys, and peace for real this time.